Now Mudflap isn't nearly as much of a paneling nightmare as Skids was. His arms similarly form these little panels on the sides. You just want to get them unpegged, excuse me, and then just swivel them out to the front. I may also have to do this a little bit out of the shot because I'm not sure what's getting stuck. There we go. So I'll show you on this side. There's nothing actually that pegs into the top. Everything pegs in the back. And you just swivel these out to the front so they're out of the way. Then these pieces, the piece that says creamy ice cream up here is separate from this window panel. Oh no. These pieces are prone to falling off if you're not doing everything exactly the right way and swiveling his arms too much, because they clip on right above his shoulders. Luckily they go right back on very easily. So as I was saying, these pieces here that form the window tabs actually tab in under this piece that says creamy ice cream, so you want to get those out and flip them out to the sides. Same thing on this side, which will free up basically everything. You can now take his legs, and hold on, and I am back. Sorry about that, somebody was calling. Okay, where were we? We flipped these panels out to the sides. So now we are ready to untab the feet. The feet actually tab in on circular tabs like that into these upper flaps here. And then you can, well, once they're untabbed, they can't really move just yet. That also frees up these tabs, which you also can't move yet. Like I said, all these tabs are interconnected. So then is when you take these creamy ice cream ones and flip them out. And then I can show you here where they're swiveling here is actually where they're pegged in, or not pegged in, but they're clipped onto the shoulder. So the shoulder is a little post, and then they actually just, clip on and then rotate around it. So they do tend to fall off. But once those are out of the way, then you can take these two little wedge pieces here that did form the back. Have some rough detailing on them, and you flip those all the way around. Well, not all the way around. You will flip them all the way around, but you flip them around to the front, like so, and then you rotate each of them 180 degrees. And they have tabs on the sides here, which fit into slots on his stomach, like so, like that. Then that will free up space for, well, try to see. Yes. We'll free up space for these panels to fold out more to the sides. And then you can take this whole waist piece now, flip it down, and clip it in. It does clip in sort of solidly. There's no click or anything. And then we get to the part of the toy which I'm not exactly sure how it's supposed. I know how it's supposed to work. I'm not sure what they intended for it to be, because in the instructions when you're transforming into vehicle mode it says to flip up the toes, but doing that I broke it. You can see there's actually a crack here, and you can see the metal piece that the hinge is on. I did that for both feet. Nothing's actually fallen off, because when you fold the feet down it actually closes that back up, and then they're attached on either side of this pink piece that metal bar runs in between. So I'm not actually sure if his feet can fit in there folded down, but so far it seems fine, and now they can fold up. But just anyone else who buys this, no, oh god, no, that may happen to you. Sorry, I just kicked the tripod. Let's see, now that this is like that, we can take these pieces up on his back, and they fold. There's no actual right way to do this. It's all just a bunch of hinges and swivels, but these will fold around to his back once they are up, and then you can fold them up like this and make them wings. So you just take this hinge here and fold them down like this, and then you position his arms with these around his shoulders. And that is Mudflap. He's extremely kibbly, but because of that he's also a lot bigger than his brother. Here's the two of them side by side. And their body size is about the same, but he has a lot of extra stuff hanging off of him. Because of these big feet, he does have a nice stable stance to him. Like Like his brother, he only has one working arm. This one's just sculpted into the door flap. And this one is a wrist on a hinge, but this one's the same color as the arm, unlike on Skid's, where it's actually a different color. And, you know, they're good together. It's nice to have the two figures together, and the transformation has looked a lot more complex on camera than it actually is, just because I'm reaching around the camera and trying to fiddle with things that I'm not looking directly at to make sure they stay in the shot. So, if anybody really hates finicky transformations, it's not as finicky as I've been making it out to be. Just so you know. There's not a lot more I can say. I pointed out most of the details. Like I said, I don't care for his head sculpt at all. But it does have one nice feature, which I said I was going to point out. Because his head is on a spring, this arm piece actually sort of comes in contact with it. And he has this little bit of, I don't know, I call it like beatboxing action. Because when you pump his fist, his head starts moving. So you know, tilt down his head and he's beatboxing. I know on the their two individual deluxe releases, they had similar things where their heads would bob if you flipped a little switch or pulled something on them. I don't have those, but I'm not sure if that's supposed to be what these guys are supposed to have. But I have run way over my time limit. I'm going to have to edit this down. So this is Mudflap and Skids, the Ice Cream Twins. I will be back for Sideways' review in the next part, and I am Hybelman, and I am signing off.